Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Raghavan Mishra, and in this video I will show you how to use Selenium with Python to automate login test case, and we will verify the page title and ensure everything works as expected. We will be using Pycharm IDE to configure Selenium with Python, and site which we are using to automate the test case is HRM demo site. So let's get started. You can see I have already opened the Pycharm IDE. Okay, so you can go ahead and download the Pycharm community edition and just open the IDE. Okay, so you can see these menu option. Using file, you can just create a new project. Just name the project, okay, which you are going to create. So let us give Selenium Python. Okay, Selenium Python project. All right, so here you can see all these options. Those are not required. Those options are, you can see them unchecked, right? So these are optional. Okay, so Python version, the Python which this particular project is going to use is Python 3.12 or whatever default Python it gets, right? It has detected and using that. Otherwise you can just go ahead and download the version you want to use. Okay, so for now I will just click on create. So you can click on this window. So it is going to create the new project for you. Okay, with everything is configured for you. Okay, so here you have got the project created, inside which you have just got the virtual environment, okay, which is library root, and the lib. You can see all these options, everything, all these files are already created for you. So modules which are required to run your program is already has been configured, okay, inside this project. So all you have to do is to just go ahead and right click on the project, and so I will right click on the project, choose the Python file, and just name it as my first, or you can give any name. Okay, I'm going to give my first test script. Okay, so .py it will take automatically, so just hit enter. Okay, so this gets created, and you can see this is the editor. Now you can write your code. So we know, right? So what we have to do, so we have to actually install and configure the Selenium, okay, in this editor or for your project. So how would you make sure that the Selenium which is installed is actually configured or available for your project? Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go to the terminal. Either you can do pip install, go to this site, otherwise py.org, and this is the Selenium, okay, available for the Python. So just click on this. Okay, otherwise what you can do is like if you want to go specific with the version, so you can give pip install Selenium equal to 4.27.27.1. okay, by default it is going to install, this is the stable version, so by default with this command it is going to install 4.27.1 version. Okay, so let me install this Selenium. If it is already installed, then it will just tell you, okay, it has already been installed and configured with this project. Okay, for now it is actually configuring the Selenium for your project. Okay, and it says successfully installed. Okay, these many attributes. Just wait for a couple of more seconds and it will be done. Okay, so now another way to just make sure the Selenium is installed or not. So you can go to the project and setting, just go to the setting and you will get to know. So from here you should see the setting and see if the Selenium is installed or not. So you can go to the plugins and project. You can go to your project. This is the project which we have created. Okay, and you can go to the Python interpreter and see if the Selenium is somewhere listed over here. See, it has been listed, so it is installed, okay, for your project. If it is not installed, then you can search for Selenium. Okay, here by adding this, by clicking on this plus button, you can search for Selenium, and if it is not installed, then it will be installing. If it is already installed, then it will be listed in the blue color. Okay, so it is listed in the blue, meaning it is already installed. So I will close this window since we already have the Selenium installed. Okay, then just cancel it and then you are good to go. So what you have to import from the Selenium is, like, you need WebDriver, right? So see, the Selenium, from Selenium, what we are going to import is WebDriver module. Okay, now since you can see it is grayed out, right? So until you use the method or classes of this particular module, it is not going to be enabled. Okay, so we will be using the classes from this module. All right, for now you can just import Selenium and service. Okay, so service is another class, basically the module which will keep the track of your Chrome driver instance. It will manage the life cycle of WebDriver instance. Okay, so Selenium, so this can be imported from WebDriver and the Chrome service, basically. So Chrome service, so this is the class. All right, and also for like identifying the XPath or the element on the page, okay, we can import by class also, right? So from where we have to import, that is available inside the common. So again, Selenium WebDriver common by, and then import just capital by by. All right, you're good now. Now what you have to do here is you have to just write a code for your executable path. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to pass the executable. Okay, so this is your keyword parameter. Okay, so there are a couple of arguments. Basically this is the argument. Okay, keyword argument. We have positional default, so in the Python, so basically you have to pass your Chrome executable. Okay, Chrome driver.exe. We are going to deal with, or we are going to run the automation on the Chrome browser for now. So which is why we are actually importing the service from the Chrome. In coming lectures I will cover Edge and Firefox also, but in this video just pay attention on the Chrome browser. Okay, so now where you will see the executable path, so you have to know like what is your Chrome version. Okay, accordingly you will download the Chrome driver version. Okay, so you can go to the help, you can click on about Chrome and just copy this, or what you can do, just download the Chrome driver for Chrome version. If you type this much and hit enter, then it is going to tell you like from where you have to download the latest. Okay, so Chrome's for developer, this is the old site. Okay, so they where we used to keep the track, or we used to download the browser, Chrome browser from here, but now it has redirected to this particular site, Chrome for testing availability. Okay, so this is the dashboard and you can see your version. Okay, so this is in the beta phase. So I'm going to click on that, and you have to download the browser as per your OS. So I will copy this path since mine is Windows 64, and just click on, and I will just paste it over here. So it will download. So I will copy inside some path in my system. Okay, so inside your machine you can just save it, and when it is saved you just go there, and what you can do, you can extract this zip. Okay, you can extract. It has been extracted. Now go here and copy this to some, or you can use the same path wherever it got extracted. All right, so now you can go here and so more option, copy the path from the properties. You just copy here, and also just remember the Chrome driver.exe you have to use. All right, so now we are good, and what you have to do, you have to use Chrome driver, whatever is the name of that exe. Okay, now it is showing some warning, so you can use R. Okay, or you can give in the double slash. I'll just keep it aside. I mean, that is absolutely fine. So now what next? So you have to just pass, you have to create the driver object for the Chrome. So we are going to create the Chrome object for the Chrome driver. Okay, Chrome browser basically. So how we will create? Through WebDriver dot Chrome capital, and we will pass service. Okay, so this is how we are going to, so this particular argument or whatever we have passed to the Chrome will actually manage the life cycle of this particular instance. Okay, so which is why we are using, earlier we used to give the executable path directly to this Chrome constructor. Okay, so no need to pass in Python 3. Okay, in Selenium 3 basically we used to pass this executable path directly to this Chrome constructor. So now with this we are all fine, and now what you have to do is like you have to just get the site which you want to access. So this is that site which we are going to automate. So you can see the username field and the admin field is already over here, and we have to just pass the admin and the password, which is admin123, and click on login, and it will redirect to the login page where you have to capture the title. Okay, and ensure the actual and the expected titles are matching. Okay, so that we can pass the test. All right, so now what you have to do, you have to just pass this particular site, and then what you will do, you will actually create some username. Okay, so these are the variable, and through which what I'll do, I'll basically create the driver, and with the help of driver I'm going to find the element. So that element will be identified with the by and capital name. You have to put comma and give the, okay, so by name or by ID or by XPath, that is up to you, or up to the element, how it is designed and and available inside the DOM. So I'll just right click on this. Either I can use selector hub or I can inspect. So if I inspect, I see some username, so I can identify this with the help of name, so by name, and also this. So what I have to do, I have to use this name basically. Okay, and then for the password, same code, driver.find element by dot capital name, comma, and then you have to use something like password should be there. Okay, so this is password and name is also there, so you can use this. Okay, you should be able to that particular element should be uniquely identified. So you have to be wise enough to choose these identifier. Basically you have to go with the by dot name or by dot xpath. Okay, so these tag name, partial tag. So all right, so password, and now we have to select login. So login, you don't see the name, so yeah, you see the type, and this is the button. So what you can do, you just control F, and since I have already identified it once, so see, with this xpath you can uniquely identify the element on the page. So I'll be using, for the login button, I'll be using the find element by dot xpath. Okay, so what I'll do, I will be writing this xpath. Now we have identified the xpath or element on the page. So now we are going to perform the action on those elements. So on the username, what I want to do is I want to pass the username to this field. Okay, similarly for the password, okay, so to this element I want to pass the send keys, which is admin123. You can see that in here. Okay, so the default username and the password is this to log into the application. All right, so you have to pass like this. Now you have to click on login button. So which method will help you to click method. Okay, so this method will help you click on the button, and after this you should be able to log into the application. Okay, so let me put some sleep for 5 seconds and let's see how it goes. All right, if there is any problem, we will correct it. No issues. Okay, looks like there are some problems. So let us see the error and quickly fix those errors. So message, you can see no such element. Okay, unable to locate the element. So one possible reason is to get this error, no such element, is that page loading didn't happen. Okay, so before the page gets loaded, we try to actually identify the element and ended up having this error, no such element. So by any chance, if you see this exception, what you have to do is you just make sure that the page is actually loaded. Okay, this particular site is properly loaded, all the elements. Okay, all the source code of this particular site has been loaded and these elements are visible. Okay, and we should be able to, Selenium should be able to locate them. So what we can do, let us put some weight, but this is not the right way. So let me use expected condition. Okay, so there is another module called expected. I will tell you how to use this. Let me just try with sleep here, if it is working or not. I just want to see. See, with this also you can do that. Otherwise what you can do, so I will go with this. I will tell you that expected condition right after I am finishing this particular test case. Okay, so what I will do, since I have logged in, I need to verify the title. So what I will do, like my actual title is, I can get with the help of driver and title, and the expectation is expected title is how I will get. I should know that what is the expectation. Okay, so let me just log into this particular site in order to get the title. Okay, so expected title is, I should go to head. Okay, I should go to the header. Where do you see? Yeah, head tag, and inside see HRM, orange HRM, that is also visible over here. Okay, so this is that the title which I'm expecting once I logged into the site. So now need to put the assertion for this particular so actual, I will be getting whatever is the actual, and the expectation is this. Okay, since we are the coder, we are the developer of the site, and being a tester, being your script developer, right, you should know what is the actual and what is the expected. Okay, so with the expected title, we are going to put some assertion here. Okay, so what I'm going to write here is like expected title, if it is not in actual title. Okay, if it is basically not matching, or you can say like if not equal to, or if equal to expected equal to actual, okay, then the test is passed, otherwise failed. I can also write with the help of raise. So I am going to raise the assertion error. Okay, assertion error here. Okay, test failed. Otherwise what? Otherwise I will be printing test is passed, and we have verified the title also. Test or login successful, and title verified. Okay, something like this, title verified. And you can just close the driver also right after this. Okay, sounds good, right? So let us run our program and see how it goes. So you can just take a glance on this. So we are importing time because we have used time.sleep, and this is what we have written. So we have imported, okay, we have imported a WebDriver module, we have imported service class, we have imported buy class from the WebDriver common, we have imported service from the Chrome service, from the Selenium of course, and then we have used this service class. Basically this is the object of this service, and inside which we are actually using the keyword parameter, and we are actually initializing we are keeping the track of this particular Chrome driver where we have kept this exe in our system. So that path we have to specify and give it to executable path, and this variable will be passed, basically will be stored inside the service, okay, object, which we are going to assign or pass it to the Chrome constructor. Okay, so ultimately this Chrome this knows like where is my Chrome driver, and this get assigned to the driver, which is a object of the Chrome class. Okay, now through which we can access all these Chrome methods. Okay, so it gets instantiated, and then we can access this particular site, and we can identify the username and the password and the login button of course, and then we are sending the username as admin and the password as admin123, and we are clicking okay on the login button, and then we are actually storing the driver title to the actual title, which we are going to get when we run this program, and the expectation is that we should get orange HRM. So now I am putting the if expected title not in actual title, then the expectation is not matching. Okay, so I will raise a assertion error here. Okay, so the test or login test is failed. Login, I will mark it as login test failed or something. Otherwise, just print login successful and title verified, and then I'm closing the driver. Okay, we are also going, let us run and see if this particular program works fine or not. Right click and run my first test script. So it is launching the browser perfectly. Then it just logged in. It will wait for 5 seconds. Then it will enter the username and password. It actually, whether it verified or not, you should see in the terminal. Yeah, see, login successful and title verified. You can put some extra weight after click on this. You can again put time.sleep for 5 seconds, and then you can see it properly. Okay, so you have logged into the site, and then the assertion also went fine. Suppose if the expectation is something which is not there in the title, then there will be assertion error. Let us see that also. So this is going to fail this time. It will raise a assertion error after 5 seconds, of course. See, so raise assertion error, login test failed, login test failed. Okay, so this is how you can use assertion also. All right, one more thing. If you want to just remove this particular time.sleep and use expected condition, so you have to import that basically. So let us write this username again with the help of a WebDriver wait basically. So for which I can import from Selenium WebDriver. I can import expected condition or from support WebDriver. So this is wait. Okay, this is also required, and the expected condition should be imported from the again from the support, right? So Selenium WebDriver support. From here I can import expected condition, which you can just give some alias as EC. So you will be using EC in place of expected condition. Okay, so up until we have not used these two imports, so which we are going to use it now. Okay, so how you are going to use it now is like WebDriver wait. Okay, or you just give as alias as wait or something. Okay, so I can use wait, and then you just give driver, just pass driver instance and give for 10 seconds, which is timeout. Then until what? Expected condition, which is alias is EC. So we are using expected condition and the presence of element located. Okay, so now which you can pass the name here. Okay, so name, now this should be visible. It will wait for this particular element to be visible or located, presence of element located. So which element we are expecting to be located? We are expecting username. Okay, username. All right, so this is how you can just give by name, and one more, right? Okay, so I have commented out time sleep. This also I want to just escape, so I just commented out now. And instead of this time and the identifying the element like this, I'm just using the WebDriver wait, okay, which I have imported and give as alias as wait. I have imported and the alias is wait. Then now I will save and just right click and run my first test case, first test script. See, everything is working fine. And now let us see if this goes. Oh yeah, so it works well, and there is an assertion error which we deliberately wanted to be failed. So I will just put orange HRM back and run the test again so that we can get clear result, expected result. Okay, see, login successful and verified. Okay, so we have seen with the help of time also how to load those, how to load the web page basically, and then click on those elements. And we have seen how to use WebDriver wait class also. Okay, so that's it from this video, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I will see you in the next video of the Selenium with Python series. Till then, keep learning and thanks for watching.